Hello, Pisces. So this week is just going to be a regular reading. I decided to take a step back from love readings, and I probably will for a little while, just to put the focus back on, each individual sign and the things that they need to focus on, and what the soul wants, right? I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the love department, but the main purpose is for you and your healing and what you need through your journey. So please remember just to take what resonates, leave the rest. Not all the readings and all the messages are going to necessarily be for you. So we are starting off with the messages from your spirit guides, oracle deck. Okay, what does Pisces need to know? Okay, one more for Pisces. Okay. So Pisces, you got Roadrunner. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Okay. You got Tortoise. You're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. Honeybee. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. Gorilla. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Okay, Pisces, so it looks like there is a situation where you are being called to get grounded. For some of you, I think that you might be a little bit too invested in your material world at this moment. And I do think that grounding is just going to humble you a little bit. It does look like there is some type of situation going on. We do have two cards asking for you to have some compassion in a situation. One's pretty much pertaining to the people that you love, like your family members. The other one is just kind of talking about the forgiveness and compassion being your top priority. So for some of you, I feel like there is a family matter that you do need to forgive that family member for the situation and just listen to their viewpoint. Or, this could pertain to love, obviously, you guys know, or a friendship where you need to just kind of listen, take in what they're saying. Of course, if someone did you really wrong, you don't need to accept them with open arms, but you do need to learn to have some forgiveness. You gotta remember, forgiveness is for yourself, not for other people here. So one thing I will say though too about this honeybee card that might be calling for you to have forgiveness in the situation for yourself. So forgiving yourself for something that happened, maybe if you did have a fallout with your family members or a love interest, you forgive yourself for being in that position, not knowing or not having all the tools to necessarily navigate that situation correctly or even getting yourself involved in the first place. So we do with the fragmented card again, with the tortoise card, it's saying that you need to get grounded in this situation. So for some of you, I think that you might be a little bit too in whatever is going on here for you, where you don't necessarily know what to do. And for some of you, you might have been asking like your spirit guides or the universe to show you, and they have not done so. But I feel like a lot of it stems from not being healed enough or doing like a shadow work For some of you, I do feel like you kind of fell off of doing what you need to do in that sense to have that spiritual growth. So when it comes to grounding, you can ground outside, go outside for a bit, get in the nature, maybe do some meditation, things of that sort. If you're not able to go outside because it's just too hot or whatever the case may be, they do make grounding mats that you can buy off Amazon and different websites where you can do that inside. And I do feel like once you start doing that and start getting back on the path of doing the shadow work, journaling, expressing your feelings on paper and doing things of that sort, finding creative outlets, then things will start to become a little bit easier for you. And also in that aspect too, when it comes about the family members having compassion, if there was something from your childhood, like a childhood trauma that does involve a family member, I do feel like that will be resolved once you do that shadow work. Because for me, when I'm looking at this, with this aspect, these two cards coming together, it reminds me of the card in the Romance Oracle deck where it asks you to forgive your family, where it says your love life improves once you forgive your family members. And I do believe that was like a forgiveness card as well, as forgiving your family members, if I remember that correctly. So I feel like for some of you too, Pisces, you've been a little bit too serious with the mundane things going on in your life. You have not been able to find humor. And I feel like for some of you, you definitely need to just kind of take a step back, relax, and enjoy yourself. Not take life so seriously, because things go up and down all the time, and not everything is always perfect, as we know. That the divine does attest to you, right, with these lessons, and sometimes it can harden people, but I think that the most important thing is just to find comfort somehow and to not really lose your sense of self and your loving and open aura about you. So let's see. I think Spirit is telling me that I need to buy a camera for this channel because I did not get another memory card yet, or the SD card, whatever you want to call it yet, and the reading cut off, but at least I was looking at the camera and I noticed it, so I'm not too upset, but I'm going to pull this again. Just so you guys can see me. So this book is called A Soul's Journey. You're just going to see what the universe wants you to work on. And that's what you guys missed me talking about in the last couple seconds that I was talking. Okay, 3 for... Okay, perfect. Okay, you have health. That actually came out in reverse. Upright says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I'm going to keep the reversals here because I feel like the reversals are actually things that you need to, well, all of it's technically things you need to work on, but I feel like right now these are aspects that you are either currently trying to work through or things that you need to work on. So we'll get into that in just 1 second. Then we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. And then we had honesty. That was in reverse. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So we're going to keep the reversals right now as we talk about this. So We'll start off with regret, or with health. I'm sorry. So, for some of you, I think that your health is currently in the negative state. You're not really taking into account what you are putting into your body. For others of you, you're doing okay. Spirit wants you to continue on with what you are doing, but I feel like there's always room for improvement. That is why it's in reverse, to be honest with you. I feel like you are doing this, but because I asked the question what you need to work on, and reversals would obviously mean that you're kind of already doing that, right? But I feel like there's always room for improvement here. And then regret, I think you guys are having an issue with regret here. Whether it be romantic, whether it just be really anything that's happening in your life, I feel like you have some regrets that it's really hard for you to get over at this specific time, Pisces. And then with honesty, I feel like this can go either way, if I'm going to be honest with you, because I feel like you guys are trying to be honest as much as possible and work on your honesty if you're not as honest as you would like to, especially when it comes to relationships. But I feel like some of you have a hard time accepting that your friends and family members and others aren't necessarily going to be honest with you. So I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. I feel like for some of you, I had to turn the card over to see what it said again. For some of you, I feel like you have high standards where you do expect people to match your energy, and you are a little bit disappointed when other people do not. And that is something that needs to be worked on. You are only accountable for yourself, not other people. So, although it's great when other people are completely transparent and honest with you, that's just not going to always be the case. So, it's important for you to learn how to accept the reality of what's going on, it seems like here. Okay, let's see if we can't get a card or two for a self-care card this week. Okay. Not my favorite cards to shuffle. These are pretty fun. Okay. Yeah. This cardstock is one of the greatest cardstock. It works. Alright. One or two to sum up what they need to work on for self-care this week. Okay, perfect. Two. You have decision. Sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. Then you have elevate. You get what you believe you deserve. It's time to raise your standards. Okay? Oh, and also we have the self-worth on here. So you need to elevate your self-worth. Okay. So the focus really, I think, is on you this week, Pisces, okay? It's okay to be a little selfish, not give in to other people what they need, what they want. For some of you, I do feel like this decision card does pertain to a connection, whether it be romantic or just a family or friend connection. I just feel like you guys might be at a little bit of a crossroads for something that's going on, and I feel like someone is waiting for you to make a decision, but I think the best case scenario for you is just to hold off on making that decision right now. So that is all I have for you, Pisces. If you like this reading, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you next one. Bye, Pisces.